Hey guys, John Deere John, and we are continuing our Dare to Compare series, comparing our John Deere compact utility tractors to that of our competitors in the marketplace right now. Today we are looking at a John Deere 3039, 39 horse tractor, and an LS MT340. Just like our other videos, we want to start up front and start with the bucket, the main tool used on this size of compact utility tractor. We've got our John Deere bucket and our LS bucket, roughly the same size buckets across both of them. John Deere's has a cutting edge, LS has a cutting edge. Still utilizing that dimple on the side of the bucket to give it some rigidity, and here we're straight steel. So good on that side. Working our way back on our competitive tractor, same style loader with the parking stands that need to be manually brought down, with the pins to pull out to take that loader off. On the John Deere, a quick park style loader. A nice easy roll off design without needing to lower parking stands and that kind of thing. Both of these tractors are equipped with an HVAC cab, 3-range hydrostatic transmission. We'll get into the cabs and kind of go through the differences of those each individually. Big things on these tractors, just standing in front of them here. The one glaring aspect is ground clearance on the LS compared to that of the 3039. Just some of the things that are down underneath this tractor, like your entire hydraulic valve body for your loader is on the ground. Your fuel tank is very close to the ground, as well as some other items that you would not want damaged when going through the woods, you know, freak logs popping up, sticks, that kind of thing, where there's quite a few oil filters underneath that are very much exposed. Where that of our John Deere, the lowest point is actually our front axle. So whatever we hit, the front axle is actually going to hit first. So being able to keep that ground clearance as we go through some rougher terrain like these tractors normally do. All right guys, inside the LS MT340 cab, from the outside looking in, it looks like a very large cab. Once you get in here though, I find that there's a lot of wasted space. From the steering wheel forward, you've got like a foot of windshield up in front here. That this is all dead area in front of the steering wheel here that's never going to be utilized. Your loader control placed very similarly to the John Deere, being able to rest your arm on the armrest and then operate the loader. You've got your 3-point arms. You've got your rear hydraulics all right there. 3-range hydrostatic, low, medium, and high, much the same as the John Deere. Split brakes down below, so being able to lock the left, right, or both tires for turning purposes, much the same as what the John Deere is. Same twin touch pedals that we saw on the smaller tractors. Things that I don't like about this tractor is they do have these posts, these B posts on each side of the cab that's right in line with the operator. So if you're looking out to your left or right, you're going to be trying to open up forward, back to be able to see out and around, as well as the parking brake is right down here. And I am not a large person, but my arm gets stuck between the armrest and the side console, where we need to flip that armrest in order to get to that parking brake. So we've got that. A couple of the things that seem strange, but not sure if this is telescopic or not. But once again, I sit about 6 feet tall and my knees are hitting the steering wheel. Can pop it up, but then it's just awkward. Awkward is the best way to describe it. But we can go over, take a look. Oh, we do have Bluetooth radio that looks aftermarket. I'm sure somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but we do have a Jensen radio in here. Speaker kits and HVAC all up on top behind us here. So we do have some things going for us. Let's go take a look at the John Deere. All right guys, we're back home in a John Deere here. So cab just to run through things, right? We still got our loader joystick handle right out in front for operating that loader, being able to rest that right on the armrest. Our rear SCV is actually electronic in this model from the factory, so it's right here on our thumb. So where that LS, we had levers back over on this side here. Here I can operate that rear SCV right off of here, or run lines right to the front to run like a grapple or any other attachment. 3-point levers, the selectable PTO, 3 range hydrostatic. LS had a low, medium, and high. We just name it something different, A, B, and C. Split brakes, so turning purposes, once again, we can either hit our left brake, right brake, or both. Same side-by-side pedals as what the LS had. Spacious cab, but we noticed that those B-posts that were sitting right here are no longer there. Nice rounded cab going all the way around, so I don't have posts in line with the operator. That way I can look to the left, look to the right, and see out that door. Up on top, all of our HVAC, so heat, air conditioning, Bluetooth radio right from the factory, sun visor up in front, and all the vents going around the top side of the cab here. The other part of John Deere tractors, once we get up into this 3 Series, is all the cool features that come along from the factory. So things like cruise control, load match, motion match, auto throttle, and with this eHydro transmission, we can actually set the sensitivity of that transmission as well. So if you're trying to do very precise work, you want things to be very responsive, where we can tap this pedal and the tractor's going, we can turn that dial, that way the tractor's very responsive. If we'd prefer more of a delay, let's say we're going for, well, it's the fall time of the year and Halloween's right around the corner. If you're using your tractor for doing like a hay wagon ride around your property, we can actually turn it over here so where it's very, very less responsive, where even if we have an inexperienced operator, we can put them in the cab. When they push that pedal, we're going to have a nice gradual acceleration and a nice gradual deceleration to cut down on the whiplash of everybody on the trailer behind us. Other than that, I think we got the rear view mirror up on front, tilt steering wheel, being able to tilt that up, 4-wheel drive, all of our turn signals, all that right up on top here. So all in all, now granted I do sell John Deere's, I do believe this cab is much better. Air suspension seat too. So guys, hopping out of the cab of this 3039R, we do have LED lights all the way around this cab, both in the front and the rear, knowing that these tractors are commonly used for front snow blowing tractors, just being able to take advantage of that factory installed cab, being able to light up the night sky both front and rear has been a real great tool when using these tractors. Guys, to bring this all together, I've compared both of these tractors. There's some similarities, there's some differences, there's some things we like, there's some things we don't like, but we encourage you to see for yourself. Go in, test drive a tractor, and make a great purchase decision for something that you can use for years to come.